Welcome to Mom Boss Chronicles, the show that celebrates the incredible journey of mom bosses who are conquering the world of business and motherhood. We are your hosts, Jen,
Danielle,
and Sue.
Make sure to like and subscribe and share with your mom friends today. Welcome back, everyone, to Mom Boss Chronicles. Today, we're going to do something fun. We're going to do another round of hot take on hot topics.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but obviously I don't know why, I'm just obsessed with like celebrity gossip, reality TV, all these hot topics. So thank you guys.
You're a media guru.
Yeah.
All things media.
Yeah.
Yes, I love
So are you guys shocked and surprised that J-Lo and Ben Affleck are getting divorced?
No.
No. You know what's funny? Like, all the photos of him being so upset with her.
He's just miserable.
But I'm like, in my brain, I'm like, is he really that miserable? Or does he just have like resting bitch face?
No, but I guess he was.
Like, I feel like, yeah, like
he
it
was.
seems like authentic that he was really.
Have they said what happened? Do we know?
So, like, the writing on the wall, they say, is because she loves to be in the limelight and spotlight and he doesn't.
Yeah.
I think he's a dick. I don't know.
It's like
she's probably diva.
Like,
yeah, she's probably like here.
Yeah.
And he's also here. But this is also why I feel like you don't go back to your ex.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Move forward.
hello.
Oh my
Like, it was your ex for a reason.
Right.
Didn't work out the first time.
Yeah.
Such a weird situation.
It's so weird. I feel like.
And why get married? Like,
Right.
so, like, you go back with your ex. Couldn't they have just lived together, see if it was going to work out? They rushed in to get married.
Who wants to get married again?
I know.
I have to tell you, I
Legit.
have zero desire to get married again.
I know.
What for? What?
And J-Lo, too. Like,
And
all
you
the
guys have a shit ton
assets.
of money.
I know.
Yeah.
For me,
Right.
I feel for the kids.
Yeah.
Because you're blending your families. Like,
Yep.
she was with A-Rod, so I heard that their kids were tight.
Yep.
Then they broke up, and then she's now with Ben, and their kids were tight. That's going to be hard. Like,
Yeah. Like that's at the end of the day, you got to think about the kiddos.
How old
Right.
are the kids?
They're teenagers.
Teenagers.
That's right.
Oh.
And, like, Ben's kids and her kids were, like, similar age, and they were friends, they said. So, like, that sucks.
Yeah.
Like, hopefully they could all still stay
weird.
friendly.
And they were never married in the first time around,
No, they were going
Engaged,
to, and then
she
they
broke it off or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they said he was cheating back then, or that she caught him. That was like, I don't know, something at a strip club, and then she called off the wedding. And now this time around, she did the documentary. I didn't watch it.
Oh, there's a documentary?
Yeah, there's a documentary about her life.
Oh, that's right.
And they said in the documentary, like, you could tell, like, he was a little annoyed with her, and he would say, like, she loves the fame, and I don't.
Didn't you know that before?
Right.
I know.
Exactly.
It's like, hello, it's J-Lo. Of course she loves
You
the
don't
fame.
love the fame. You're a movie star.
Yeah.
I know. But he seems like he's tough to please, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just never made sense out in public
I
either.
know.
Dear J-Lo, why don't you be single for a
Yeah.
little while?
Right.
Like, date yourself for a little bit. There's actually a beauty. Like, I liked alone time.
Yeah.
Between Mike and Paul, and even
Right.
like earlier in my life, like it's nice to date yourself.
Yeah.
Totally.
Just do your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like her and A-Rod would have, all the time I spend with them. I feel like they make a better couple.
I know. Well, it's sad because they said he was cheating on her too. So he was
okay.
texting a girl from Southern Charm.
Oh,
That was the
right,
other
that's
reality
right.
TV show. So he's a jerk.
Ugh.
I know. J-Lo, I don't know. You need to find, I don't know.
I mean, when you can have like literally anyone in the whole world,
Right.
It's hard.
either of them,
Yeah.
like, but J-Lo, come on.
Yeah. Well, I love her. I think she's going to be just
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Something tells me she'll be all right.
She's going to be all right.
She means in her millions. And
Yeah.
On a yacht.
What's that saying? I'd rather cry in a mansion
Yeah.
than... It's like, if I forget
right.
that saying,
Yeah.
but so true.
And then, did you guys hear about Dave Grohl from Foo Fighters?
Oh man.
Baby
So I
mama drama.
was scrolling Instagram and I saw the post, and at first I was like, "Oh shit, was he hacked?" Because like
when he posted it,
he
right?
posted it. That was the first.
he posted
Yeah,
it.
it was on
Oh,
his
God.
terms, I guess, if you will. So I saw it, like it come on over his account. I'm like, "Oh shit, did he get hacked?" Right? Because I look at Dave Grohl as this like
Yeah.
wholesome
Yes.
man,
Because
right?
he's been married for years, right? Years.
Exactly.
Like,
and has like 3 daughters, I believe. So
Yeah.
like for
Yikes.
me, I was like, wow, I felt like he got hacked, and then it was true, and I was like, oh shit, man, like, and then I'm thinking, like, man, how does that feel like for your wife? and
I know
your
that you're having a
children?
baby with somebody
Right, it's
else.
like one thing to cheat, but like
Not
now
have
you're
a
having
Baby. Like,
I know.
the embarrassment, the hurt, the...
That's what he said in his statement. Like he's working to regain his family's
Yikes.
trust, and like, yeah,
I would be like, see ya.
Yeah.
Like you said, cheating, I mean, it's horrible, but to have a baby,
I know.
gosh.
It's definitely gut wrenching. I don't know.
Man.
Yeah. I don't know how they move forward. I mean, hopefully, I don't know. That's just hard.
It's like you're going to be dumb enough to cheat, but you're going to be that dumb.
Yeah.
and like
I can't.
again, like his wife is beautiful. And you just think like, man, does anyone feel
I know. And especially all those years. Like, there's another famous couple, Rachel Zoe. I don't know her husband's name, but apparently they had been together for 30 years, married for like 26 years, and they're filing for divorce. And J-Lo's best friend, Leah Remini.
Oh, yeah.
Her husband, Angelo, they've been together, I think, 27 years. It's just like...
What's going on?
I know, right? Like,
it's a shift in
as somebody who is married, you think like once you make it 10 years or something, you're like, like you made it this far.
Right.
It's just sad and shocking to see people who've been together for years. Yep. I don't know. I guess people change. It's just
like
sad.
Kyle Richards. And
Mauricio. From
it makes you think like, were they just waiting for like their kids to get
You're
older?
so right.
Well,
right.
I do think a lot of times, I mean,
people do that. Yeah.
Like my parents are kind of an example of that, right? They just want to see the kids through school and not totally up and
divorce is tough, so it makes me think too, like maybe some people didn't want to come to the terms of having to like divide their stuff and like live in different houses. Nobody wants to up level your life,
right?
But I guess there comes to a point where you're like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
And it's just shocking.
It's not a decision,
Yeah. And shocking to the public because it's like, wow, you were together this long to be like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, Kyle and Maurizio, it surprised me, but not again all the time I spend with them.
And you're watching, Danielle's going back and watching all the Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yeah, it's the Housewives of Beverly Hills.
So now watching it all, did you love them, right?
I did, but you could always tell, like, maybe. Well, you can't tell, I guess, because I knew they had split.
Like what was going to happen.
Yeah. But they did seem like so happy, and she always seemed obsessed with him.
I know.
So this was surprising.
It was surprising, too. It just shows you never know.
You never know.
What's happening.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm sure all the money and fame gets in the way.
Because they were doing obviously well before the show. They lived in Beverly Hills, but then they got another level of status.
Right. And then they both get like better looking too.
Yes.
It's the craziest thing, right?
But and she said he worked a lot. I mean, that's got to be hard too when you're with somebody who's not present.
Yeah.
Especially celebrities, right? If they're off doing movies or off doing that or careers. Then you do feel like you're living two separate lives.
Right. Yeah, and then that's when I think people start cheating because you are so disconnected and
to be away. Yeah.
Right. Not that it's right, but
I
think that's how it happens.
Yeah. Crazy. Another hot topic is I'm obsessed with this Hulu show, Secret Life of Mormon Housewives. So good.
Yeah.
You guys haven't watched it, have you?
I only saw like the trailer for it. And I was like, this is really weird.
So they're TikTok stars called Mom Talk. And I guess they started in pandemic, and there are these like beautiful long hair like influencers who are young moms because they're very religious and they're from the Mormon faith. And they say they don't drink alcohol and like they don't even drink coffee apparently. Like,
really?
Yeah.
No stimulants.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're obsessed with soda.
Oh, okay.
I'm confused too. Okay. But it's very interesting because they're beautiful. And then one of them came out in a TikTok video that she was soft swinging.
What is soft swinging? What's
she said
the difference
everything but having sex.
Oh, okay.
With other people.
Yes.
Okay.
They could do that, but they can't have coffee.
Yeah, but no, apparently you couldn't, and that's why she got divorced. So eventually they got divorced. Her and her husband got divorced, and then the other moms who were on the show, they're like, "No, we weren't a part of it. Those were other Mormon."
But I thought that was the whole thing, is that they.
So one of them apparently did, but I don't know. You have to watch it. Okay. It's just
all right.
They're an interesting group. They're beautiful, but obviously it just shows you like. Even if like you look like you're put together and you're super religious, there's always drama.
Oh,
yeah. Interesting.
You have to watch the show.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think any religion or everyone's got some weird shit going.
Yeah, we're human, right?
And obviously they have a show for a reason. And,
they're entertaining.
Yeah.
Oh,
I want a TV show.
Yeah, you have to. It's very entertaining. Yeah.
No, I said I want a TV show.
Oh, you want a TV show? Oh.
Real Housewives of One Month.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, I bet that would be good.
It would be.
That's so funny. Every time I think about that.
But I feel like it would be wholesome. Like, it would be maybe some drama, but like a
drama,
more wholesome drama.
But like, how good would that be, though, to just have a normal, like, middle-class family, or families, rather?
We actually all hang out together.
Yeah,
right.
And like how Americans live.
No one's backstabbing each other. Or
Unfortunately, I wonder if the ratings would be there. They say that. They're like, because look at the Housewives. The formula is really weird. You get a group of them together, you fight, you hash it out, you fight again, you hash it out, and people keep watching it.
Crazy.
Because they're like, you don't want a show where people get along. I don't know if you guys ever heard, but there was a show, Girlfriends in Paris or whatever. And it was on Bravo, and I watched it, and it was cute because I loved Paris. But these girls didn't have a lot of drama. It was besides their personal life. Like, one of them, her visa was expiring. The other one was starting a business. But the ratings weren't there.
Wow.
Because it was too easy. Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know, right? Like
It would be cool though.
It would be
stir
cool.
up some
Interesting,
shit.
right? Speaking of Paris, I love Emily in Paris.
Oh, I haven't.
I feel like it's like a guilty pleasure for
I haven't
me,
watched
right?
the new season yet because I'm so into Beverly Hills,
Yeah.
but I have to watch. You watch the new season?
So like they cut it up in
two-part,
two
right?
parts.
It
Yeah,
come-
so I watched the first part, and I think the second part comes out tonight. Actually.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I gotta get on
So I'm
that.
pumped about that. But like, I just friggin' love this.
I
I'm not
love
a
it.
big
I love the
TV
fashion.
person.
The Alfie and the
Gosh, I just love it. It's so cute and like
Yeah.
being in Paris.
Yeah,
and, like,
it's such a
like in
feel
my
good.
brain, it's like if I could go back and do it all over again, like the life
be a young
she's
girl in
living.
Paris.
Yeah, exactly. Or
Totally,
like
right?
I was like London, but like either way, like you're in Europe, you know, it's like
Yes,
as an American,
1,000%. So speaking of TV, did you guys watch the Laci Peterson?
Oh no, but I
No,
heard
not
about
yet.
it.
Crazy. So I've watched a few in the past, and I'm not really into like dark shit because
Yeah.
it scares me, literally.
Same.
But this is crazy. You guys got to watch it. And
Okay.
like, do you know anything
I
about
have.
it?
So I haven't watched it, but I listened to Heather McDonald Juicy Scoop, a podcast. She's so good. And in there, she like kind of dissected it. So she went
she say?
through like some of the reasons why you would maybe doubt like
Yes.
it wasn't him.
Right.
She was like, there are a couple of things that the police didn't really follow up with that they probably should have.
Right.
Like it's not clear cut.
Yeah,
Even though you
there's-
want it to, because everybody wants to have it solved. Everybody
Yeah.
wants to believe he's the bad guy.
Right.
And not to say he wasn't. Obviously, he was cheating on her. Like he sounds like an asshole.
Yeah.
But did he
Yeah.
kill her?
That's what
the
I was
question.
saying at first, and then you're just like, this guy had no emotion
Through it
over
all,
his
right?
like dead wife and baby.
Yeah.
and
He's
like
a sociopath.
yeah, and like weird things like. That morning, he went out fishing on a new boat he bought that no one knew he had.
Yes.
And he made homemade anchors.
Oh, wow.
And Mike was like, because he fishes, he's like, no one would make an anchor. You would go to a store and buy them, but he
Right.
didn't want a paper trail. But they said that they found only one anchor on the boat, and the cement, the circles from the cement on the floor showed that there were multiple anchors made.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
I think he probably did
Did
it.
it, yeah.
But I do agree that there are some things where you're like, maybe
Because there was like a
not,
robbery apparently
Yeah.
in the neighborhood and they didn't follow up on that lead.
Yeah, but
Right.
they said that those two guys turned themselves in and they were like, listen, we'll admit to doing that, but
Right.
we did not
Yeah.
kill these people because when you go to jail, if you kill a woman and a child, you're like screwed in
Yep.
jail.
Yeah.
They like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do some bad
so they were like, we didn't do that.
Yeah.
Well, and the manner she died is
Right.
emotional.
Yes.
It's definitely a personal like way.
Yeah.
Not like a robbery.
And I'm sure that's got to
Right.
be hard for a family to even have this documentary because according to them, they solved it.
Yeah, and
yeah.
his sisters are still like
fighting,
Yeah, one
yes.
of them is going to law school to try to
And
like.
didn't he get the LA Justice Project or something to help him?
I'm not sure, but I know they got rid of the death sentence for him.
Yeah.
and now his family's still trying
to plead his innocence.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I know. He's a weird guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so creepy. So
Yeah, there's so much good stuff on TV. It's Selling Sunset's back. I haven't been able to watch that yet.
not yet, but I'm looking forward to that. I finally binged 3 seasons of The Bear.
Oh, how was it? I
Oh,
heard that
dude,
was
it's
good.
so good. And like,
What's
you know,
it about?
obviously, a guy, he's a chef.
Okay.
And like, his brother passes away. He ends up inheriting his like family business restaurant and just kind of all the trials and tribulations of that and turning it around. And it's really, really good. Obviously, the chef aspect of it because
Right.
Mike was a chef. And so, that stress and
Yeah.
it's funny because you see the similarities in personality of like chefs are that's a special
Right.
you have to
Special-
be a special human.
Totally.
You
To
know?
deal with that. Yeah.
You couldn't fucking pay me enough.
Oh, I know.
I
It's
don't
a
I don't know how
hard
anybody
job.
wants to
Yeah.
be a chef. I really don't and run a kitchen.
either.
That's a thankless job.
right, I agree.
But the show is really good.
what's
Highly
it on?
recommend.
Okay.
Hulu.
Hulu. I have Hulu.
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'll have to get into that.
Yeah. Housewives, Beverly Hills coming back.
Yep.
Can't wait to watch
I got
that.
a lot in
Yeah.
the queue.
Salt Lake City's coming back. I'm just really obsessed with reality TV.
Yeah.
Me too now.
I know. There's so much good stuff.
I actually was able to get into some books this summer too. Which
Oh, that's
was
awesome.
good.
What'd you read?
Yeah, the one that's just jumping out at me the most is Verity.
Oh yeah, I read that one.
Heck is her
Colleen
name?
Hoover.
Thank you, Colleen Hoover. Oh my god, like barreled through that.
They're
I think
making
I
a
read that
movie
in like
on
a
that.
night.
Yeah.
It was so
What's
good.
it about?
It's like a romance novel with a little bit of like kind of mystery in it, I'd
Yeah.
say. But
Both, yeah.
she's like a romance
Like a psychological thriller. I
Yeah,
would say,
yeah,
right?
there you go.
Yeah, something like that. And then I'm reading another book right now, and I was like, man, I forgot how much I love reading.
Oh,
Like, especially when it's a good book, right?
Yeah, I gotta get back.
I didn't read these books, but the movie came out this past summer.
Yes, it ends with us. I read those books.
Yeah.
Same author, Colleen
Yes.
Hoover.
Oh, that's cool.
You would like them. Those were easy reads.
The book
too.
was so much better than the
Oh,
movie.
but so you saw both.
Oh, you saw the
yeah.
movie?
Yeah.
What did you think of the movie?
What?
What did you think of the movie?
I feel like if I didn't read the book, I would almost be confused. And I did read some people who didn't read the book did feel that way. Like they didn't really highlight the domestic violence
the way the
which-
book does.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it makes it look like it was an accident. Like he was getting something out of the stove and he burned himself and then he like
Hit
flew
her,
his
right.
hand back and hit her. So they make it look like it was a complete accident where in the book it wasn't.
It was clear that he was an abusive husband.
Yeah. So I don't know, it didn't really like
Yeah, and that's some of the backlash I've heard about that movie.
Yeah, it
Some people will say like
great.
they romanticize it or kind of glossed over what
watered
the
it down.
message was supposed to be.
Right.
Yeah. So it was fine. It was fun to watch because I read the book. But
Yeah. There's another series out. I heard The Perfect Couple. I think that's on Netflix.
Oh, yes.
Is Nicole Kidman in
Yes.
it? Yeah. And I heard that's really good. That's like kind of a suspense thriller too because somebody dies in
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing that. I haven't had a chance.
Yeah.
to
I have
get
so
into it
much
yet.
to watch.
Yeah.
I know.
And no time.
And Tell Me Lies is back.
Oh, yes, I watched that.
Yes. That's based on a book too, I believe.
Yeah, I didn't read the book though. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched the first season and now the second season's
That's
back.
Hulu too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one too. So we got some good content.
Yeah.
to, like binge watch and
Yeah,
watch.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know what you guys are watching.
Yeah.
and what you're liking. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.